Hey everybody, I hope that you are doing fantastic this morning. It's your old pal Josh Wagner, and I am excited to be here with you guys. I hope that you're having just the best day ever. I hope that you are enjoying yourself. I hope that things are fantastic for you. And we are here together to do a little bit of improving your sleep quality. And that's what we kind of want to do here is we want to improve your sleep quality, and we want you to feel better about things. So really excited to be here with all of you, and that'll be fine. So let's get started. Hi everybody, it's me, your pal Josh Wagner. I hope that things are going great for you. So we're going to talk about improving your sleep today, and that's one of the really important things that a lot of people come to me because they have terrible sleep, and part of the reason that they have terrible sleep is because of anxiety. Not necessarily trauma, but a lot of anxiety. A lot of people's anxiety comes from trauma. And again, feel free to ask me any questions that you might have. I'm happy to answer those things. Check in. Let me know that you're here. And if you're watching the recording on this, just make a comment wherever. It will go right in the right time slot. So, why are you sleeping so terribly? Right? Like, I think that it's such a thing, and a lot of people really struggle with it. A lot of people struggle with sleeping terribly, and it's because of that anxiety that people have. It's that anxiety that you have been dealing with probably your whole life, and by the end of this conversation, which is going to be about half an hour, I'm going to teach you some techniques on how you can go to sleep faster. Now, none of these things are solutions in and of themselves, right? But they are solutions for the immediate. In these sessions here, I give you immediate solutions. So the first 5 minutes we're going to get settled, which is about right now, and then we're going to talk about the mind and the body, because I always think it's really important to revisit this. We're going to talk about practical ways to improve your sleep for a couple of minutes. And then a couple of minutes, we're going to do hypnosis to improve sleep quality. We're going to talk about it. And then the last 20 minutes, we're not going to really go 20 minutes on that. That's a typo. But the last 10 minutes or so, we're going to, or at 20 minutes, that's actually what it is. So this is at 5-minute mark, 10-minute mark, 15-minute mark. At the 20-minute mark, I'm going to teach you a self-hypnosis technique that's going to really improve things for you. So the first thing I always want to cover is the mind and the body. Just remember that this is kind of our model for this. If you've ever been to one of my trainings before, this is kind of the model of why hypnosis works so well. And everything is really hypnosis at the end of the day. Whether you're talking to a therapist or you're talking to somebody else, this is going to be kind of the model. But hypnosis looks at this a little bit differently. It's where can we enter into the process? Whereas mostly what talk therapy does is it talks about where the process starts, right? And it's really all it really talks about. We want to enter into a particular moment of this process, whether it's the input part or the thoughts part or the emotions part or the sensations part. We want to enter somewhere into the experience and kind of disrupt the old patterns that we're doing and talk about doing the new patterns that we're doing. So this is basic good hypnosis right here. Is where do we redirect you? It's not so much where it came from. Honestly, like most hypnotherapists don't really care where the thing started. What we care about is stopping it and getting it onto the next part, moving it on to the next part. So we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about, hey, here I am. We're going to talk about, let's make this just a little bit smaller. There you go. We're going to talk about some practical ways that you can improve your sleep. Now, what I mean by that is these are not hypnotic. These are just sort of good run-of-the-mill sort of things that you can do in order to improve not only your sleeping, but being awake. Because the better sleep that you get, there's all sorts of studies out there that not sleeping produces cortisol, it produces weight gain. Obviously, without enough sleep, you're not cognitively functioning correctly. There's all sorts of issues and difficulties that happen from not sleeping well enough. So these are some practical ways to do it. Number one, and I struggle with some of these myself. I could do way better on some of these things. Stick to a regular sleep schedule. So my temptation is on the weekends. I'm like, I'm still like a kid in that regard. Like, woo, don't have school tomorrow. I don't have to work. I can sleep in. That's actually not a great idea. The more regular you can keep your rhythms, the better you're going to be. So that's just one thing. And so set a bedtime, set an awake time, and stick to it as much as you can. And that's going to really improve just everything. Even if you have to lay there for a few minutes. If your bedtime is 11 o'clock, you make sure that you're in bed at 11 o'clock. You make sure that the TV is off. You're not looking at your phone at 11 o'clock. Set yourself a curfew. I know that can be difficult sometimes. And again, these are sort of practical reasons why things happen, right? The next thing is to create a relaxing bedtime routine. I got this one down to a science. I know exactly what I'm doing when I go to sleep at night. I have a little routine that I run. I put my little earbud in my ear. I do sleep with sometimes hypnosis tracks in my ear, either made by somebody else or recorded by myself. So I have a nice bedtime routine. It starts about an hour before I'm ready to go to bed. As I switch clothes, I make sure the bed is pulled down, that kind of thing. Limiting exposure to electronics. So there's all sorts of studies that show looking at your phone right before you go to sleep is one of the worst things that you can do. Looking at your phone right before you sleep is one of the worst things you can do. And listen, I have lowered that quite a bit, and my sleep has gotten better. If you are going to look at your phone before you go to sleep, it's not great. It's like staring into the rising sun, basically, cognitively and physiologically speaking. It's like staring into the rising sun. If you're going to do that, at least put the blue filter on it. There's most devices now where you can download an app that will create a blue filter. It kind of turns your screen a little bit orange. And it's the blue light that wakes you up. There's a reason all my slides are blue. It's the reason that blue is my color, even though I'm wearing my green shirt today. It's because blue wakes us up. It's something that always makes us awake. Make sure your sleep environment is comfortable and conducive to sleep. So what if you sleep in a big apartment, like an apartment with a bunch of people stomping around? They make these. I actually have a set right here, oddly enough. They make these. I highly recommend these things. I don't really use mine. I use because my bedtime routine, my head's a little too big. Honestly, that's why I don't really use them. But this is really nice. It's got like a Bluetooth radio and a couple of speakers built into it. Now, again, my head's a little too big for this, but otherwise I really love it. And it kind of doubles as a sleep mask as well as having those earphones in there. I look ridiculous. I'm sure I look ridiculous. But those of you who are clicking in, you're like, what? Has he lost his mind? These are really nice if you can't produce a good sleeping environment because now maybe you don't like to have things on your head or on your face when you're sleeping at night, but I totally understand that. I totally get that. But if you have an environment, a difficult environment, you gotta create that. I use earplugs myself. I use little Bluetooth earplugs, but regular earplugs work fine as long as you know you can wake up in the morning. And those are things. And I play hypnosis tracks at night. I play some other things sometimes. I've been doing that for a long time. My mom got me to that. And finally, exercise. I've been walking every day for half an hour in the morning when I wake up. First thing I do, that's kind of swallowing my frog there. And it's really been nice. It's really been it's made my sleeping at night better because there's just so many good things about exercise. The one thing I'm still working on myself is my health. So I'm still working on my health. I'm still wanting to improve my health. And everything else in my life is pretty much a lock, but it's the one thing I still work on all the time. So those are some practical things about sleeping, but here's how hypnosis can do it. All right? So hypnosis can reduce in two ways. It can reduce the long-term effects and the deep down reasons why you're having the anxiety. So what would happen if you didn't have anxiety anymore? Or your anxiety was at a 1 all the time, unless that you actually needed the anxiety and to survive the asteroid hitting the Earth or something. I don't know where that came from, but hypnosis can stop the deep down reasons why you're having the anxiety. Okay, and it can also stop the proximity reasons, the reasons right now. Maybe right now your heart rate is going up. Maybe right now that you don't feel comfortable in your bed. Maybe right now you feel like You aren't doing something right, or that thought keeps going through your head. So hypnosis can take care of both sides. Where's that thought coming from? And let's eliminate that. And then right now you're having that thought come through your head. How do we kind of stop that? So I'm going to teach. That's what I'm going to teach you at the end of the session here in a few minutes. Is I'm going to teach you how to shut your mind off for a few minutes and let yourself go to sleep. So hypnosis improves relaxation. Again, if you're relaxed through the day, which is more of that fundamental relaxation, that fundamental calm, that fundamental peace that you have, you're going to do way better. You're going to do way better throughout the day, and you're going to get to sleep at night. If you're ramped up all day long, that's not going to be good. So again, hypnosis can handle sort of the deep down reasons why you're having those thoughts and those feelings, and it can also handle the sort of immediate reasons why you're having those feelings. Because again, the thing I'm going to teach you here in a minute or two is going to really improve your relaxation. It will improve your sleep quality. I can tell you this for a fact. I put myself to sleep with hypnosis every night. I am asleep in 30 seconds. No, I put my earbud in. Maybe I'm listening to hypnosis. Maybe I'm listening to something else. A lot of times it's hypnosis, but I'm asleep within 30 seconds. Now, I don't use the technique anymore that I'm going to teach you, but it's a good beginner technique. I use a little bit more of an advanced technique. But the one that I'm going to teach you today, that if you practice it, you'll be able to put yourself to sleep in about a minute or two. So I know one that I can put myself to sleep in about 30 seconds. But let's not learn that one. Let's learn the easy one first. And then it reduces the number of times you get up. And why is this? Is because it's a deeper sleep. So whether you take care of the deeper reasons you have the anxiety or the trauma or whatever that's keeping you up at night, and a lot of people don't really know why they're up at night, but we can explore that and fix that as time goes on. I also want you to know that you'll have, when you start feeling better, you'll have a deeper sleep. It'll be a deeper sleep. You'll feel way better. Really, really good. So let's talk about how hypnotherapy can help. So this is, again, I'm going to teach you a hypnotic technique here in about a minute or two. But I wanted to go over this, and I want you to consider that perhaps your insomnia is about something deeper. In fact, every case of insomnia is always about something deeper. I've helped a lot of people with insomnia before. It's almost never I just can't sleep. It's almost always there's something that is causing the anxiety, that moment in which you are calm and still all of a sudden the bad thoughts come in. It's difficult. Because there's so many things that are built into that insomnia that are causing that. Within a couple of sessions with most people, I can stop that very quickly. Most people sleep really well because the anxiety and the trauma or whatever is causing the anger, whatever's causing you to stay up at night, the worry, we take care of that on the deeper level. So it can help you access the traumatic stuff in a controlled environment so that you can start to sort of disarm it a little bit. And wouldn't that be nice if you could disarm it just a little bit? It can also help you to develop coping mechanisms for dealing with anxiety. Now, again, this is a deeper dive here. It can help you develop coping mechanisms for dealing with anxiety all day. I mean, a lot of people here are anxious all day long, right? They're anxious all day long. And then they're like, well, I wonder why I can't sleep at night. I mean, it's exactly what's going on, is that they are anxious all day and then they think they can calm down and go to sleep. So one of the things we have to do is develop different coping mechanisms, which is the stuff that I'm teaching you here, in order for you to feel calmer and feel better. The last thing is hypnosis can help you to improve your sleep quality by reducing overall stress and anxiety and promoting relaxation. So that's both on the big level, where we take care of the underlying problems, and on the local level, which I'm about to teach you here in just a minute. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, which is just fine. So we're going to go over a self-hypnosis technique that I learned from my hypnosis teacher, Mike Mandel. Okay? This is one that I use. I still use it from time to time. I actually use a countdown. I use a countdown, an advanced, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I use an advanced countdown to help people to go to sleep. But I still use this sometimes. And this is actually hypnotic induction. So I'm going to teach you a little self-hypnosis here. The first thing you want to do is set your intention. And it's just got to be, I want to sleep. I want to feel sleepy. You don't have to feel sleepy when you say it. You don't have to be close to being sleepy when you say it. You just set your intention, because that fires up all the right neural pathways for you to start to sleep. So you set your intention, I want to sleep. So this is a little breathing technique that this does is it kicks you into the parasympathetic nervous system, is what it does. And it works for me every time. It's got a little bit of a strange part to it, but I'll tell you why this is. So it's really easy. First thing you want to do is close your eyes and breathe in through your nose. Okay? Well, we'll do this all together here in a second. And close your eyes and breathe in through your nose. Now here's the weird part. You want to pretend that the air is coming in through your eyeballs. I know that sounds really weird and really strange, but you want to pretend that the air is not coming through your nose, but it's coming through your eyeballs. Why do you want to do this? Why am I advocating this very strange thing? It is occupying your conscious mind. That's why. So if you're imagining the air coming in through your eyeballs, you're not thinking of that report you have to do tomorrow for work. If you imagine the air coming through your eyeballs, you're not thinking about how you haven't been asleep yet. What it's there to do, it's kind of a funky way of distracting your conscious mind, so that your conscious mind's like, okay, what would it be like for me to breathe through my eyes? So that's what you kind of want to do. You want to, and we'll do it together here in a second, so you can feel what it's like. And then you want to open your eyes, stare straight ahead, and it's gonna be in the dark, so just stare into the darkness. Unless you have kind of a nightlight, that's fine. Open your eyes, stare into the darkness, open your mouth, and breathe out through your mouth. Nice and slow. The breathing out has to be really slow. It's in the breathing out that the parasympathetic nervous system really kicks in. And you want to repeat this, but here's the weird part about this one. You want to breathe out and imagine that the air is leaving your feet. So you're going to breathe in through your eyes. You're going to breathe out through your feet. That is the weirdest statement I've said all day. Maybe not the weirdest that I will say all day, but it's the weirdest statement that I said all day. And the reason that you want to do this is because, again, it's occupying your conscious mind. While you're doing this weird sort of mental jumping jack of breathing in through your eyes and breathing out through your mouth, you don't have the bandwidth. You don't have the space to think about bad things that are happening to you. So that's a really important thing that's happening there. Is this this idea that you are constantly occupying your unconscious mind while you're going into your parasympathetic nervous system. So you want to repeat this until your eyes just want to stay shut. You want to just keep doing this till your eyes just want to stay shut. Okay? And when they're shut, you want to continue. So you just do 2 or 3 of these where your eyes are closed, your eyes are open, your eyes are closed, your eyes are open, your eyes are closed. And when they just feel like staying shut, you just let them stay shut, and you keep doing the same thing. You breathe in through your eyes and out through your feet. In through your eyes and out through your feet. So let's try this together, shall we? So let's try this together. So just stare at something. I'm going to stare at my camera because it's the easiest thing to do. Because I have a little dot there to stare at my camera. And we're going to breathe in with our eyes closed. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Imagine the air coming into your eyes. Hold it. Open your eyes and breathe out through your mouth. Close your eyes and breathe in through your eyes. Open your eyes and breathe out through your feet. Close your eyes and breathe in through your eyes. Open your eyes and breathe out through your feet. Already, I feel like closing my eyes, so I'm going to do that. Close your eyes and breathe in through your nose, your eyes. Keep your eyes closed and breathe out through your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just notice how you're feeling differently right now. Just notice how you're feeling differently right now. I'm already feeling better. I'm already feeling a lot calmer because I was trying to get all this together beforehand. Just notice where the difference is right now. Just notice where the difference is right now. That's right. You keep doing it. Breathe into your eyeballs. Breathe out to your feet. So whether you're watching the live or the recording, put in the comments how you're feeling right now. I feel really good. So this is just a stopgap technique. It's just something that you can do if you're struggling to go to sleep. But honestly, folks, all I have to say is that the deeper work is what we need to do. And if you want, book a call with me. It's free. The first one is free. And all you need to do is to send me a DM. If we're not friends on Facebook, friend me. Send me a friend request. I will accept your friend request. And send me a direct message, and I will send you the link to do it if you're interested. And let's just get this. Let's just get this taken care of. Let's get this taken care of. Not just the one-off. Like, if you try to do this, what I do every day, it's not going to solve the problem, because the problem is not really a breathing problem. It's a deep down problem. It's an unconscious problem. And we can take out all of the reasons, conscious or unconscious, why you're not sleeping at night. We can stop the worry. We can stop the anxiety. We can make yourself feel a lot better. Make yourself feel so much better. And just allow yourself to, find some relief. Not just while you're sleeping, but like during the day as well. Like if your days are filled with anxiety, there's a reason you're not sleeping at night. So we have to take care of both the immediate problem and we have to take care of the deeper problem, which is, why are you having that anxiety or that insomnia? The insomnia at night is caused by something. And we can find that and we can change it, so that you start to see yourself as someone that can go to sleep easily at night. If you guys have any questions or comments, send me a message or put some comments in here, whether you're watching the live or the recording, and I'll respond to those. And if you want, you can set up an appointment with me, and let's start working on this stuff. Let's start getting you to where you want to be. All right, everybody. I hope you have the greatest day, and I will see you soon.